I'm Darci.
And I'm Kelly. Thank you for joining us for
And Another Thing,
where we talk about current events,
pop culture,
things we love,
things we don't,
all slathered in gobs of laughter.
and all the feels.
So grab a tasty beverage, sit back, and join us for
And Another Thing,
Valentine's Day edition.
the Love Show.
Before we get going, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little button below, and you can follow us online on Instagram and Twitter up here.
Mm-hmm. And the Facebooks.
And the Facebook.
Yeah. So, today, we talking about love.
Love.
Love. And I just want to say, Happy Singles Awareness Day for all of you out there like us who may be having a date with Ben and Jerry's on Valentine's night.
Or the Hallmark Channel.
And the Hallmark Channel and their gooey movies. I just want to say that as much as I actually kind of love Valentine's Day for the reasons that I love all the red and all the hearts and I love the candy, I know that. But I feel like it frustrates me to no end that all the commercials and all the marketing are so about romantic love, and my feeling is they're missing out on a butt ton of money by not marketing for family, siblings, mom and dad, or your best friends, making things that you can get them for that,
just for anybody you love, not necessarily your lover.
Right, your lover. And right now too, especially right now, do we not all need a little extra love? So why not Hallmark get on it and make some commercials that encourage that?
Well, and here's the thing. And another thing, when we were kids, you had to give everybody in your class Valentine's.
True.
It wasn't just about the one you really liked. You had to give everybody. So I kind of like that. Like, hey, you mister who gives me my coffee in the morning and makes it right. I love you. Here's a card.
I have a friend who, I hope he still does this. He told me several years ago that every Valentine's Day he buys a dozen roses and he goes downtown and he hands one out to a woman, and he's a stranger. Yeah. Just hands them out because he feels like that they deserve that too.
Yeah, that's...
And I really feel like people who are single, like, we're tough broads. We're going to get through Valentine's Day and we're going to be fine. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't feel like I'm necessarily missing anything in my life by not having a partner, even though it would be nice. Yeah. I feel like I'm good. But there are people out there who are, it really hurts them.
Right.
And
I used to be like that. I have to say I used to be like that.
Yeah.
That I would be so depressed around this time of year.
Oh.
Because you come from the high of the holidays and then my birthday, and then it's like, and now it makes you blatantly aware that you're single. Yeah. And it shouldn't have to.
It shouldn't. And another thing too is when I used to work in offices, I mean, I work from home now, so I don't have to deal with this anymore. But when people get all the flowers and stuff, that didn't bother me. What bothered me is when a woman would get flowers from her husband or significant other and then complain that, well, now I guess I got to put out tonight. Shut your pie hole.
Or that the flowers weren't the right kind. I've heard that too. I do have to say, though, I had a wonderful ex who used to send me, he did the grand gestures, and I did get flowers sent every Valentine's Day, and I have to say there is something about when the florist goes up to the counter and says, oh, where's Kelly's office? I have flowers, and everybody's like, ooh, you got flowers. There is something about that, but it doesn't have to be the grand gesture, I have to tell you. Although that's lovely, there's something about the little gesture. I mean, that's to me almost like more, like, oh, I remember as a kid you didn't get a Barbie, here's a Barbie, stuff like that. Guys, be creative.
Yeah. And it's really not that hard. If you're just listening to us, and I know you kind of zone out most of the time, but if you're just listening, you can get just silly little things that would absolutely just make us,
And that goes for all the time. You don't need the grand gesture. Some of the best things, most romantic things have been the little thing, like they just heard, like, oh, I remember you like caramel corn. Look, I got,
Yeah.
There are certain things like that. We just want to know we're being heard.
Yeah.
I know a lot of time we yammer on, but we just want to know.
Yeah. And it doesn't take much. I guess it's nice to get flowers. I've actually never been given flowers. Which is okay. I'm sure it would be lovely. Except for the prom corsage. Right. I don't really count that. But, which is totally fine. But I don't know. I'm not a grand gestures girl either. Because anybody can do flowers. Anybody can do chocolates.
It takes the phone and a credit card.
Yeah.
And now you could probably just do it online anyway. You could.
Yeah. It's like, you don't even have to. You choose a picture and hopefully they send it right, and it's just whatever.
You know what's funny though about you talking about that there's not a Hallmark misses out on an opportunity for everybody else. I read somewhere that $703 million will be spent this Valentine's Day for people buying gifts for their pets.
Oh my God!
So evidently Petco got the memo. $703 million for little heart-shaped rawhide.
I know. Why? I don't get it. They don't know it's Valentine's Day. They also don't know it's freaking Christmas. They also don't know it's their birthday. It's like, come on.
As much as I love my dog and I love my dog, I do not dress up my dog and I do not buy my dog gifts.
Good for you.
Those are the two things I don't.
I have a cat, so I couldn't possibly dress it up if I wanted to. Try that. Yeah.
So guys here, you think you have it bad. I did a little research. Yeah. So in South Korea, you have to be on point every month.
Oh, yes.
Because
South Korea. Yes.
The 14th of every month marks a romantic holiday in South Korea. 12 presents to prepare. Okay, so there's Candle Day, Valentine's Day, White Day, Black Day, Rose Day, Kiss Day, Silver Day, Green Day. I'm just going to leave that sitting there. Music Day, which may or may not have anything to do with Green Day. Wine Day, our favorite.
Oh, okay.
Movie Day, and Hug Day. So, yeah.
Well, for a minute there, it was sounding awfully racist. White Day, Black Day, Silver Day is for the old people, I guess. But I was like, what are you
Green Day?
That's Green Day. Don't want to be an American idiot. Anyway.
Yeah. So, guys here, gals, you don't have it too bad because we'd have to do one every 14th of the...
That'd be some serious pressure. And just depression every month for thousands and thousands of people, and that's just not okay. But anyway.
White Day, I got the nicest thing. Black Day, he forgot me. That would be horrible. We're through.
Terrible. We're done. You're out.
Anyway, so that's our Valentine's Day stuff to talk about.
Yeah. And just have a wonderful Valentine's Day, which
we are releasing
pictures.
Today. If you got flowers, we want to see them. If you got a creative gift, we want to see it.
Sure.
And if you have something you do, we're not hard-hearted.
Right.
We really do want to share in your joy. So please.
Yes. Just spread love, spread love, spread love. And think beyond the person that you sleep with at night. Or maybe don't live with yet because you like your independence like me. But, you know.
Yeah, I love everybody. And if that barista at Starbucks gives you a really good coffee, tell them.
Yeah.
Hey barista.
Or start a chain where you pay for the person behind you that day. Do something loving that day.
I had a friend who tried to do that. And the next person's coffee was like $14. And they're like, no, I'm going to do it next time. So within reason, do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Start a love chain.
There you go. So anyway, we're going to come back with the dating lame. It's going to be a good one. All right. The dating lame.
Dating lame.
Special for Valentine's Day.
So in the past, we've talked about messages we haven't answered. And so I want to give a couple of those, but I also want to give fair shake to those I do answer. So we've talked about what we feel are the Nigerian spam bots. So I'm going to give you an example of the ones I just won't even look at. Hi, my name's Sean. Your profile seems to match criteria, I think, in the perfect match. If you do not mind, can I get to know you? I just don't answer those because even if it is somebody who's in earnest, there's just too much going on there. Hello, beautiful lady. How are you doing? Joey Tribbiani? I don't know. May I have the privilege of chat with you? No, you may not have the privilege of chat with me. I just know this is like some call center in Nigeria where they're like, oh, that's a good one. Cut and paste that one. And here's one for obvious reasons that I did not answer. Hi, Kelly G. How are you? I hope you don't mind me saying, you look so damn hot. I also like big fat boobs. I want to blank them and blank them so effing bad.
What the hell is going on down there?
Yeah, didn't answer that one.
Jeez. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I've not been paying any attention to my dating sites lately. I've just not even cared. I just don't care.
Well, a couple of mine I have like 2 months paid up on still.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and then after that, done. So I still, I still get
Yeah, well,
reminders and stuff.
I haven't been paying for a while,
Yeah.
so I'm doing the free thing right now, and there's just nothing to choose from, kids.
So I just want to, in fair trade, I want to show you a
Yes,
couple that I
go
have
ahead.
answered. Okay, here's one, and he seems like a really nice guy. We're still writing back and forth, but he's had a lot of drama, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, a lot of drama.
Why?
He said, I like handwritten letters and notes, phone calls, hand-holding, being silly, laughing, cooking and eating, nonverbal communication, the smell of books, and rain.
Smell of books, ding, ding, ding.
I know.
You had me at smell of books.
I love giving Eskimo kisses and butterfly kisses, late night drives with no destination, being honest and loyal, and obviously making lists. I know.
That's cute.
He's very sweet, and like I said, we just haven't had a chance to actually meet up yet. But here's one that I really like. I'm really good at, under the thing, what you're really good at. Driving long distances, playing poker, opening wine, never running out of anything, especially toilet paper, quoting movies, giving back rubs, taking long walks on the beach with puppy dogs and ice cream, dazzling you with the interesting word usements I structure.
Word what?
Usements I
Usements?
structure. That's hilarious. He's obviously making fun of the fact that.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You been writing to
And
him?
then, that
Okay.
one, I don't know. And this one I actually went out with, it didn't work out, but for other reasons. And Kurt Vonnegut writes, well, Radiohead is a good band. Who doesn't like sushi?
Me.
Okay, but I do. So it's like, it just got to the point, like, this is good, this is good, this is good.
Right.
So,
I feel like you start just saying, oh, he didn't just say hi and he didn't mention my boobs. Sure, I'll go and have a drink with you.
no, I just like that he's just like, all right, here's the things.
Yeah.
But, so there are some that I answer, and, it's all shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like, I don't know. I'm just not in a place right now where I feel like, I mean, I would love to have somebody in my life, and, but I don't know. I've got a lot to deal with right now. Lots on my plate that I want to handle before I can feel like I can be mentally ready to step back in there again. Hopefully.
Well, you
soon.
do have to be mentally ready. Like I said on
Yeah.
the last episode, it's like, I was just like, oh, I'm going to do this again. And I was like, oh, whoa, I forgot. You
Yeah.
actually have to get into a mental place where you're
You
like,
really do. You have to, like you said, gird your loins.
gird your loins,
But
baby.
you gird your heart. You have to be open but cautious, and that's really hard to do.
It really is. And you have to, because, it's just, a lot of people, they're just not on the same page as we are, or I am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just tough out there.
It's
Anybody
not
have
out there
stories
for
you can
him.
share? It's just.
You
And I
can
want
share
to
your
be
stories
open.
with this.
I want to be
Yeah.
open to everybody, but that's hard because you're like, no, you can't be open to everybody because not everybody is a nice person.
Right. And not everybody is ready are in a place where they have anything to offer somebody. I think some people can't stand to be alone.
Right.
And that's where I worry about people men who cannot stand to be by themselves and alone. Tell me that they haven't done the work to figure out who they are as human beings.
And that they just need somebody to fill the space.
Yeah, I can't be with somebody who hasn't figured out who he is and doesn't know what he wants and what he believes and what he stands for.
Yeah, and that's the Radiohead is a good band guy. It's just like he's trying to find somebody to fill the space, and I don't need to be a space filler for nobody.
No. Last guy I was seeing, I was a space filler, and I didn't realize it, and that was like, no. It crushed me, and and I'm still quite a bit of time later. It makes me very skittish, and that's not okay because I don't want to be that person.
And it's not. And the thing is that you're giving him the power to do that.
Right? Yeah.
And
I'm letting him have the power.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It's just I don't know. It's just really hard. And so guys and gals, I'm not saying across the board.
There's plenty of shallow.
If you're
chicks
not
out
ready,
there.
don't put.
Yeah.
I take everybody at their word. I know I sound like a seal. Like, what's that club there for? Like a baby seal. Like, are we playing baseball?
Right.
But I
want to take. Why am I in this handbasket?
I want to take everybody their word, and
I wish people were as honest as I am. It's like I have
You know what?
I've got
That's
nothing to
true.
hide.
You know what? That would be
show
so
you who I am.
refreshing if somebody's like,
Yeah.
and I also wish, here's another thing. We're all adults.
And another thing.
Another thing. I need a drink before I say this.
too.
Be honest. Be honest. If you're not that into that person, tell them.
Oh, dear
Don't wait
sweet
till the
Jesus.
third or fourth date and then just be an ass. Drink more.
Accidental curse drink. Or wait the better part of a year
Yeah.
to tell them that, or to not tell them and then ghost them
Yeah,
because you're not on
ghosting
the
is
same
even
page.
worse. Ghosting, I just
pull up your pants and
pull up your big boy or
Be a
big girl
man.
pants or
or be a
woman.
girl. Yeah,
And
be a
just say,
woman.
look, you know, you're a great person. I'm just not on the same page, or whatever. Or just say, no, this isn't going to work. Be mean, be nice, whatever.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Just
People,
say it.
just say it.
Because when you lie to try to protect somebody's feelings, it always happens to come out, and then it's always 1,000 times worse. So
Worse.
just accept what she's gonna say or he's gonna say in that moment, and they're probably not gonna be that angry because they're gonna respect that you're being honest with them.
Yeah.
You can't force somebody to feel something for you.
Right.
So I can't be angry about that, and I'm not gonna even take that personally.
No.
That's not personal. That's science.
Have enough respect for them and for yourself to just say what you feel and don't lead people on.
Right.
So much of the hurt that happens in this world and in dating life is because somebody didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
So just stop it.
Rip off the dadgum Band-Aid,
Yep.
y'all. We'll all be better for it.
We obviously are very passionate about
Yes,
this.
we are. And we better end this segment before we go on and on and on.
But just, as we've said, just be kind.
Yeah.
And if kind means, hey, I'm not that into you, good luck on your search, that's what you got to do.
Right. Cheers. Cheers to the grown-up stuff.
Let's talk about the ones we did love.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up next.
These are a few of the dudes that we loved.
Yeah!
So, hey, we are going to have a segment where we talk about the gentlemen in our lives that have shaped us as women who
Yes.
we loved once or were our firsts in whatever capacity. We're not going to get dirty. Don't even think so. But I just wanted to bring up my first real boyfriend. He was not my first love, but he was my first real boyfriend. Made this for me with his bare hands. It's obviously a little grand piano that should be glued back together. But he carved all these little keys and he strung it with strings. And I don't care who I date for the rest of my life, this never goes away. I will own this forever because it's the most meaningful gift I've ever gotten. And when we were talking about earlier about, you know, whatever flowers and chocolate, this went up. This is why I was with him much longer than I should have been.
I just, yeah.
Let's just say.
And just as a side note, if somebody says to you, you have to get rid of something like that, that's their problem. That's
Yeah.
not yours. That's
Right.
because they don't have self-esteem or pictures or whatever. I mean, I know if you have posters of everything
Yeah.
on the wall, but if you have a picture or two,
Yeah.
somebody who says you need to get rid of that, that's their problem,
Yeah.
not yours. Okay, so my first kiss was at Calvert Street Elementary School in Woodland Hills. It was Evan Hartenstein.
Aw.
If anybody knows where he is, I've tried to find him. He was just such a sweetie, and I've always been a fat girl, and he just went in there and he snuck a kiss. We were on the bench playing kickball or dodgeball, and we were on the bench, and he just went in there and did that, and I was just like, wow, okay, this kid. And he was really obsessed with cops and cop procedurals and everything, even then. So I think he's now either like a brilliant detective or a mastermind criminal. So
maybe
Evan
he's in the
Hartenstein, who decided to steal that first kiss.
That's awesome. My first little boyfriend in first grade, I punched him in the stomach, and that's how I got that. That's the kind of girl I was
And that's
back
the
then.
way to do that
Yeah.
too.
But I do want to give a shout out to my actual first love, who was my high school sweetheart. We didn't start dating until the very tail end of our senior year. We were best friends up until that point, and I had no inclination romantically toward him. All my friends were like, you need a date. I'm like, shut up, that's icky. But we ended up going to the prom together because we had had a miserable time the year before with our crushes, and we were like, we're best friends. We know we're going to have a good time. Let's go together. So we're dancing. It's 19, and Journey's playing faithfully.
Of course.
Of course. And that little mofo snuck a kiss, and it was like the heavens opened and angels sang and lightning went
Like
through
a
my
John
body.
Hughes freaking movie.
It was literally like, oh, this is what teenage hormones are. Now I get it. So after that, we dated for about 3 years, and we didn't end up together for various and sundry reasons. But I wanted to give him a shout out because I was an insufferable human being at the time. I was mean. I'd try to pick fights with them, and I was a diva. I was a brat. I was, just ugh. And he was nothing but gentle and kind and good to me. And I hope that he is happy. I know he's married with children, and I hope she treats him as beautifully as he treated me, because he certainly deserves it. And shout out to you, who shall remain nameless. And if you know who I'm talking about, you're going to be quiet about it. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, shout out.
So I have 2 high school crushes. I'll talk about the first one, Michael Bird. He was like perfect. Every teenage girl's dream with the feathered hair, and he's a senior, and I was a sophomore, and he was just perfect. And he's married now with beautiful children and wife, and in fact his son got married yesterday in Cancun, because we're friends on Facebook, and I follow that. But he was my first big, like, oh my God, my heart's gonna fall out of my chest when I see him walk by, guy. And the other one was Danny Schwartzman. And I actually, asked him to the Sadie Hawkins dance, and I made my own outfit for the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Of course she did.
She
can sew like crazy.
And a skirt and a prairie dress thing. And,
wow.
And he is now a Hasidic rabbi, I believe, in Israel. So,
wow.
Extremes.
Yeah.
But those 2 men in my high school years, and I can't even say that they were boyfriends, but they really just really amazing men who shaped me into the person I am, and just for having known them, honestly.
Yeah. And you gotta love that, when you get older and you can look back on things like that, and all the bad stuff is falling away, and you look back on it and you can just smile.
Right. Which is, I have to say, when I go through a heartbreak now, I remember then thinking, I'm going to die from this.
Right.
And I remember that I didn't. And so that helps me now to this day, thinking like that was like the most, I really thought my heart was going to break, and it didn't, and I'm okay.
Right.
So, and there have been a lot since. I don't know, there's been a lot since. So thank you to all the good ones out there. And like I said, I've had the grand gestures, and you know who you are. And I drew you a picture of Trump in a book I made for you, so you should pull that picture out. You know who I'm talking to, because it might be worth money now.
Could be.
Okay. Cheers. Cheers. And you know who else we love?
Loves.
We
love you. Yes. Thank you for watching.
Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And remember, love everybody, not just the
Yes.
person you're sleeping with or want to sleep with.
Exactly. Cheers.